everybody. I hope you can hear me. I am walking. We just started the picket. They've been here. We are striking in front of. This is Sony Pictures, Sony Studios. So everyone's striking here. You see members of the WGA, and which is the Writers Guild, and the Screen Actors Guild. I'm a member of the Sag-Aftra, which is the TV and Film Actors Union. So we're here on strike, walking in solidarity with other members. How you doing today, sir? Good. So we're on Overland Boulevard and in Culver City. And those are people just honking in solidarity with us. So SAG has been on strike maybe 5 or 6 days. The Writers Guild has been on strike for since May, so about 2 months. So there's Sony right there. People striking in front of this gate, and then there's people walking down that street, which is that down there is Washington Boulevard. So the Sony Studios takes up like several city blocks. It's very hot today. So I'll show you, this is the sign. So we're at the headquarters of Sony Music, Sony Pictures, and Sony Music Publishing. So one of the reasons I chose to pick it here in front of Sony is a game show that I hosted, the Game Show Network, which owns Sony. They started rerunning it. The Game Show Network started rerunning it 2 years ago, and I'm not getting a penny. So that's why I picked this location.
A good reason.
It's a very good reason. Why are you striking today, my friend?
As an actor, you got to pay for everybody, especially on the streaming. I've auditioned for starring roles on Netflix shows that pays $125 a day, and that is not proper.
Wow.
That is horrible. The SAG New Media contract has to be updated and renegotiated for how much money the streaming is actually making. As actors, we're not getting paid. We're not getting compensated. All projects on the streaming should be union, and there's too many non-union projects on streaming that are making lots of money, especially for the main actor. The main actor makes a lot of money. Nobody else makes money. So it's just not fair. It needs to be updated. That's why.
Cool. Thanks, brother.
Absolutely.
See, everyone's got a very personal story. Like $125. That's preposterous. I just got a residual check for 4 cents. I'll give that to my landlord. I'm sure he'll take that. He'll accept that. That'll work. So the line, they're extending the line because the more people are showing up, which is fantastic. So
Most of I've seen here so far.
that's awesome. So this is what a strike is about. It's about not only is it shutting it down, but it's also a show of solidarity. The more people that show up, and again, non-union members can walk this picket line. There's anyone's welcome to join. So if you are not in SAG or the WGA and want to come down, it's great. You can go to, I think the site is SAG, both SAG and the WGA have websites for the strike that show where you can go. There's and you just check in with one of the unions and say you're a non-member and you're here to walk in solidarity, and they got a little tent with snacks and water. I mean, bring a hat, it's hot out, but they also have sunblock, and I forgot to wear a hat because I rode my bike down here. So most of the strikes are just happening in LA and New York, but go if you're in LA or New York, you're more than welcome to join. If you're a fan of my show, then I need the residual checks to survive. You like content creation costs money. And we know this because you're watching me on YouTube. You know I was demonetized on YouTube. So this is an important issue for everybody. And so the other thing too to take into consideration is what SAG and the WGA are going through. This is affecting the whole country. It's not just entertainment. I mean, this is Amazon. This is the UPS is going to go on strike because it's pretty. It's the same old story. A bunch of people with a bunch of money are exploiting people's labor, and so that's why we're striking. Yeah, it's 170 degrees, 107 degrees in Texas. Yeah, it's nuts. You know. So I'm gonna just keep talking with various people. Why are you striking today, sir?
Oh, feeling great.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Good. Right on.
Yeah. We're gonna win.
We're gonna outstanding.
Yes, sir.
What made you decide to come out?
Oh, because I want to avoid fight for my union.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long have you?
20 years.
20 years. Nice.
I've been in the business 20 years, so I'm saying I fight for what's right.
That's awesome.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for walking, my friend.
Take care of yourself.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
My 87-year-old legs feel good.
Well, that's awesome. That's great exercise. Show you some of the signs that the writers have written for the writers' strike. You see it says "Step up to the plate." AMPTP. The AMPT. That's the organization of producers. That's who we're negotiating with. The contract was asked, so we have to pass. WGA on their signs put room for them to write stuff because they're writers, which I think is awesome. This one says your offer could use more connective tissue.
See that thing over there?
Wow. Nice. When you read that sign, everybody, it says greed, for a lack of a better word, is not good. That's awesome. That's awesome. How come you're striking today, my friend?
Oh man, I'm an ally, man. I'm just out here want to see the good for the common man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that everybody is taken care of. No greed. As you can see that sign over there,
Yeah.
it says greed for like, hey man, look, everybody has to be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's my main thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the color or anything like that. It's not about anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just top percentile.
Yeah.
That's making sure that we stay down and their finger and their thumb is on it. So
Yeah.
everybody come out, support the writers. I'm not a writer. I'm not even an actor, but I'm here. I'm an ally, and I believe in the passion and the mission. So we thank you all.
Hey, man, thank you for walking with us, for not being in the end. But that's the thing that's important. I'm glad you get it, is that this struggle that the writers and the actors are putting up, this is everybody.
Absolutely.
This is Starbucks. This is
Absolutely.
Amazon. This
Absolutely.
is anywhere you work, man. There's some big corporation that's giving you pennies
That's right.
whilst they're running around in private jets.
That's right. And we sit here, and this year we watch the pendulum swing.
Yeah.
It's swinging now. You
Yes,
know
it
what I'm saying?
is.
This is the summer that the pendulum swings. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just stay 10 toes down and just stay to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody support each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't believe in this greed factor. You know what I'm saying? We just want to make sure that everybody is taken care of in the same way, individually and collectively. You feel me? So, yeah, everybody stay on it, you know?
Yeah, that's what's awesome, because one of the things I think that 1%, they want us fighting with each other about this, that, and the other thing.
Absolutely.
They don't want us out here together. They don't want
Division
this.
is easy.
Oh, it's so
Division
easy.
is easy. They
Very.
use religion, they use politics, they use things like this, monetary gain, so on
Yeah.
and so forth. They use these types of things, right? We, as a people, as a human race, should already be evolved enough to know that this is the trick of the enemy. So therefore, we don't fall for the tricks of the enemy. We come together and we do things collectively in order to have a better individuality, you know? So let's just keep at it, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks, dude. What's your name?
My name is Tyran.
Tyran Graham.
Yeah.
Ty, I'm Graham.
Nice to meet you, Graham.
Nice to meet you,
Peace,
dude.
man. We out here.
Thanks for walking. So,
absolutely.
So what Ty is doing is what I was just saying. You can be not. You don't have to be in union to march with us, man. Because I don't care where you work or what you're dealing with. If you're an employee in America or the world, really, you're getting exploited. So come down and join us, like Ty did. This is awesome, dude. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I got a cousin that's a director, so he can't be here today. So hey, I stand in his footsteps for him right now. You know.
That's.
You know, we just keep it going. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking
We all
about.
support each other.
That's what I'm. That's awesome. She's having a good time.
Yeah, she's doing her thing. She's getting paid for it too. You feel me? Yeah.
Ty, thank you so much, my friend.
Absolutely,
all right, brother.
Man. Keep doing your
You
thing.
too. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it. Where's that? That's
Motors, if you go down and to the left.
Okay.
And Madison is completely across the line.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we're gonna move to another part of Sony where there's a they need more people. And I think some other friends are there. So this is like, that's what it's about. Whenever that is the encouraging thing that I'm seeing, is everybody's realizing there's a lot of problems going on in America, but the labor movement is picking up steam, and that's the thing that I'm positive, that I'm hopeful about. How come you guys are marching today?
I didn't hear the question.
How come you guys are marching today?
Sag-Aftra, man. You know, equal pay.
Right on.
Same reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
PGA.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're all getting exploited. We're all getting.
You caught me one, but man, you know,
Right. Yeah. I think the thing that's about that I'm seeing, just talking to a guy who's not in either of these unions, but he's marching with us because he gets that this is just show business. Teachers, this is anybody that's for somebody. If it's a big corporation, they're not getting it. You're probably not getting a good deal. Yeah. So This is why I'm glad everyone's out. And have you? So you're in the WGA. You've been writing for since DGA. Oh, really?
Yes.
Thanks.
And I'm here. That's right.
Thank you.
That's right.
Been out in the picket lines. That's important, man. That's what it's going to take. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
All right.
All right.
How you guys doing?
What's up? What's up?
What brings you guys out today?
We are both members of SAG.
Oh, awesome.
I actually went on ticketed with the WGA earlier when the strike started for the Writers Guild,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm out here with us. So today we're standing strong.
Yeah. I mean,
Why is this so important?
why is it so important?
Yeah.
Because most of the people that work in this industry, they're not the millionaires and the A-list kind of people that we think of. So a lot of us, we do this as our profession is to feed our families, feed ourselves, and it needs to be fair pay if we're gonna be allowed to keep doing that. And if we can't, then they're not gonna have an industry, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I'm so glad you said that, because everybody thinks, oh well, it's Tom Cruise and them, they don't need this. This ain't about Tom Cruise. This is about, I just got a 4-cent residual check.
Yeah.
Tell me how I'm gonna pay my rent. tell me how I'm gonna pay my rent with 4 cents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what's important. So like,
Yeah.
how long have you guys been in SAG?
I've been in SAC for a couple years now. I joined in 2021, and since then, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much been the story.
Been in SAG for 3 years. I grew up union strong though, not SAG, but father was always in the union, automotive workers. So I definitely understand the importance of unions and how we had to stand together and make sure we get the best deal for ourselves, because nobody's looking out for us unless we look out for each other, right?
Nobody.
That's right.
That's right. Awesome. Thank you. What are your names?
My name is Rodney Damon Collins. On IG, everything else.
Yeah, get the plug in there. Get the plug.
That's right.
Josiah Collins on everything.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for marching.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank
Stand
you.
strong.
Outstanding. So we're just seeing everybody's, and the thing that's so cool is everybody is seeing. Had worked in an auto union. So everybody's seeing. The other guy we talked to, he's not in either of these unions. The DGA guy. Everyone's realizing how important this is, because it's affecting all of us. It will affect all of us, you know. And whether you've been, I mean, listen to the age group. Whether you've been in the union, one guy we talked to been in the union 20 years. This kid's only been in 2 years, and it's important. He's already seeing it, you know. And the other guy we talked to said he worked on some game. It was $125 a day. You can't live on that. You can't live on $125 a day. You can't live on a residual check that's $2. You can't live on that. So it's important, and it's great to just see people out here. We'll go down here. It's hot. This I tell you what. The sign is also good for blocking the sun. So there's some more folks down here walking around the main gate. So the reason we move on the gate for regular cars, we're going to let employees can come and go, but if any sort of production trucks come in, that could shut down. But so now you see how long. See, everyone's supporting. It's awesome. So you see how big the Sony is. You see how big this lot is. See how I'm walking. It's like, 2 or 3 massive city blocks or more. And it's Sony. And again, it's not even like the old days where we were striking against a studio. Now it's Sony, which is a multinational conglomerate. So it's really. She just. We're walking. I'll show you where we're walking down Culver Boulevard to the back entrance of Sony Studios. You can see there's some people ahead of us. So, love to hear your comments on the matter. Hey, Graham. From by sale, you're right on. right here. This is an employee and delivery entrance only. So you've heard those conversations, and if you're just joining the live stream, I will be clipping those out as separate clips. The separate interviews I did. So coming up here. Oh, it is hot, man. I got to switch this up. This is my sign. This is the shirt they gave me. Sag-Aftra strong. This is the thing that's encouraging. Everyone's starting to get it. You know? Everyone's starting to get it. The fact that why I forgot to mention this, why it's important or why it's significant that guy that we spoke to is a member of the DGA. That's the Directors Guild of America. Well, the DGA, they negotiated a deal. Yes. She's a smart white t-shirt. The black ones are too hot. But the DGA is the Directors Guild. Now the DGA negotiated, their contract was up too in May or June, I think. And they negotiated a deal. So his union has a deal, and yet he's still out here walking with the writers and the actors. And that's important. That is important. Coming down here to this gate. All right. That's the. All right. There's a woman on roller skates. Right on the corner of Culver, and I don't know what the name of this gate is. The motor gate, I guess. It's called motor.
Hey guys, if anybody wants to go to the Madison lot, we're meeting people.
Okay.
Where is that?
It's that way into the left.
Okay, thank you.
If you want.
We're gonna keep on going.
Let's do the whole block.
Do the whole block.
To get it all.
Right over there. I don't want any cars.
Get our steps in it at the same time.
Hey, why are you striking? And on roller skates. That's awesome.
Because I can get quicker from gate to gate, and I represent Solidarity US, and we all need to be treated equally and paid equally. And not only this for me and all of us, but it's also for my daughter and her generation and generations behind us.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Right. Thank you so much. What's your name?
I'm Jacqueline Cryan.
Jacqueline. And the stunts department. Awesome. Thank you, Jacqueline. Out here on roller skates. And that's part of what she said too. That's important. Is it's for her daughter and her daughter's generation. I don't have kids. I have 6 nieces and nephews. So this is the lot. You can see inside. I mean, big studio lots are kind of cool. You can see all of the movie posters. Those are the big sound stages, stuff like that. But she makes a great point. So she's a stunt performer, but she gets this too. It's because again, it's everyone's kind of getting this the understanding that it's not just the writers and the actors, but again, like 6 nieces and nephews, and this is important for them because if they want to work in anything, and also you don't even have to be in entertainment. The big tech companies that own they own a lot of the social media companies. Anything you put on social media, that's content. That's generating revenue Anything. You just put, even if you're like, oh, Graham, I only have, 100 followers or whatever. That's content that feeds the algorithm of Instagram and everybody else. So you're helping your bottom line when you just post a photo about whatever you're doing, and they're getting money from that. And so imagine that if you had 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers, 1,000,000 followers, and they're making all this money off of you. I mean, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts what's going on.
I mean, yeah.
I love that sign. He says, honk if your boss is overpaid. That's a fantastic sign.
Thank you very much.
Right on. Honk if your boss is overpaid. So you're seeing, too, the entertainment industry, everybody thinks, oh, we're all just living in this lap of luxury. Sure, the weather's nice in California, but it's expensive to live here. And again, if you're getting residual checks that, we're going to walk down to the next gate. If you're getting residual checks that are pennies, again, as I said, one of the reasons I'm here at Sony owns the game show network, and they're playing the show Cram that I'm the host of. You can go look this up. That show is airing. So that means they're making money. It's also on Pluto TV, which is a streaming service. It's like a streaming app. It's like a free one. So that means somebody's making money off the show that I'm the host of, and I'm not getting paid. So that's the problem I have when they're like, "Oh, you people say you actors making all this money." It's like, no, not. And the owners are making big time money. This strike is for the working class actor, of which.
So yes.
I know. I mean, that's who most of us are, and instead of a forced residual check, I should be like, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, and I pay my bills for that month or whatever. And why am I getting 4 cents when all of these bosses are getting paid millions, tens of millions, in some cases hundreds of millions of dollars from companies that are worth billions? So look at that. Actors, directors, stunt performers, they're all out here marching, you guys. So I rode my bike here, and now I'm walking. So this is my exercise, striking. And I'm giving you guys content, which I'm not being paid for, by the way. I cannot accept super chat money because I've been demonetized by YouTube. And YouTube will run ads during this video that I won't get paid for. YouTube has YouTube Red, a subscription. They have YouTube TV, which is basically just cable TV. So they're making all this money plus all the ad revenue. And I, a content creator with over 73,000 subscribers, is not getting paid. It's not getting paid. That's wrong. So walking down to another gate. Oh, this is shady. Nice. If you like movies and TV shows, do you watch any scripted TV? Anything with actors? On Netflix or Hulu or Amazon or ABC, NBC? Anything with actors or writers? It's on any one of those big streaming services. That means big companies are making money, and we're not. So we're gonna. How you doing?
Work at corporate.
This is the Madison Gates. We're gonna walk down here. We're gonna walk all the way around Student. Look at that. Look at how fancy it is. How's it going? Look at how fancy it is. Any other YouTubers out here striking? Indie Left Media is all pro labor except for this. Is that what's going on? It's hot. I'm sweating through my shirt. Coming up on another gate where there's people protesting. I think I got a couple buddies at this gate. Some comedians and comedic writers I know. One of the things I saw on my drive over here was a bunch of homeless people under the freeway in Venice. That's what one of these executives wants us to end up. He said he wants us all to lose our homes and our apartments. They want us to end up homeless. This is another gate.
Well, there's a thing to go. But like, I'm sure you've seen some of the left, but like, go in and recreate.
Look at that. How you doing today? I'm all right.
Yeah. Oh, Lucy Lawler.
How you doing, my friend?
Good.
How come you're striking? Why are you here today?
Supporting the WGA. Yeah.
Right on. Are you in the WGA?
No, not yet. Someday or DGA.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you realize, like, why is this significant? Why is this strike significant?
Writers got to get paid.
Yeah. Without them.
Studio heads are making too much.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. What's your name?
James.
James. Thanks for marching,
Yeah,
man. Thanks
nice
for
to
joining
meet
us.
you.
All right, brother. Yeah, see, we've talked to several people today that are marching in solidarity, which is really awesome, and that's what we need. That's absolutely what we need. What's up? How you doing today?
Some help over here today. Sag-Aftra strong.
Why are you marching today?
New contracts,
Right on.
more money.
Why is it important? Not just for Hollywood, but for like just average working class Americans.
Because of the fact that we are all citizens of this United States and we deserve fair treatment for our labor.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah, that's the thing. It's
and fair wages.
Yeah.
Fair health benefits.
That's right. Yeah.
My other hat is human resource management, and I stand and support our EEOC compliance issues and the equal rights for all working Americans.
That's awesome. What's your name?
Villa Pollard.
Hey, Villa. Thank you so much.
Sag-Aftra strong.
That's right. Yeah, see, everybody's getting it. It's not just about show business. It's affecting all of us. It's all of us. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, You know, you might not know this if you're watching, guys. In the show business unions, you have to make a certain dollar amount to qualify for insurance.
Insurance benefits and the cost of living has risen so much, especially in the state of California.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do what's best for everyone.
Yeah,
that's line. Studios make millions of dollars of productions.
Mm-hmm.
It's only fair that the employees get their fair share of it.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Well, thank you for
rights for residuals and fair residuals.
The residuals is the big issue because they're making residual. The studios are making residual money off of the content,
yes,
but they're not paying the writers and the actors.
Yes,
that's a huge problem.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for marching with us. Yeah, it's important. It's super important. Did you say there was Gatorade in there?
There's cold Gatorade in here.
Oh, you're the best. I'm gonna take a quick Gatorade break, folks, because it is hot. Oh my goodness, cold Gatorade. That's what I need. We're gonna just jump in the sun real quick, or in the shade. Just get a quick Gatorade break. Yeah, it's live streaming on YouTube right now. My YouTube channel is it's just youtube.com/Graham Elwood. So like I'm live streaming right now, but then I'll clip out and post later the the interviews and stuff.
That's it?
Yeah, that's me, brother. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be out here doing more of these.
Yeah.
I'm doing Sony because there's a game show I hosted with the Game Show Network years ago, and Sony owns the Game Show Network, and they started replaying it 2 years ago, and I haven't gotten a penny. Not a penny. You just moved here 2 weeks ago? From where?
Indianapolis area.
No way.
Yeah.
What brought you to show business?
Show business.
Show business.
Yeah, movies. Directing movies.
Were you? Did you go to film school or anything like that, or?
Yeah, I went to a small state school in Indiana, Ball State.
Yeah, I know Ball State.
Yeah.
I grew up in Chicago.
Okay. Yep. That's where I went. And I looked at going to UCLA and USC, but I wanted to be closer to home until I moved out here.
Right. So you grew up in Indiana?
Yeah.
Where?
Zionsville.
Zionsville. All right. Yeah, I grew up in Chicago.
Okay.
And I'm a stand-up comic, so I've done all kinds of shows all through Indiana. Yeah, that's awesome. Is this your first day walking the picket line?
Like
Third of right on.
I wasn't doing much, so I was like, might as well come down here. I just couldn't find any work or really anything. So
There's no work. There's nothing happening. So, yeah, might as well join.
come and talk to a bunch of writers,
Yeah,
actors.
that's smart, man. Show up. Show up in solidarity. Well, nice to meet you, man. Here, let me interview you. I'm live streaming on my YouTube channel.
What?
Yeah. I have to take a break because it's hot. So I'm here.
So you're creating content during the strike? I just want to. Is that? I just want to know what other side of.
The guilt on you and Dennis.
Cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm getting paid
Yeah.
shit ton of money. It's just sweet. I'm just soaking it
Thank
up.
God there's strike.
Oh my God, it's just I'm cleaning up. No, I've actually been demonetized on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're making money off of my content, and I'm not.
Nice.
But I wanted to get the message out because I have fans all over the world who might not understand the importance of this or think, oh, this is just you're just rich Hollywood guys, or
Yeah.
You guys are swimming in cash. So why is this important? You're a writer. I've known you for years. You've written on a bunch of shows. I remember when I was on the Late Late Show.
Yep.
You were a writer on that.
Yeah.
We've known each other for years. So tell everybody what you do and why this is important.
I'm a writer and creator, and one of the reasons that's not talked about enough is the last strike in 2008. There were concessions made. They were like claiming that they didn't know if they could monetize streaming. And so it was like, we'll revisit that. And I'm not, so that's one of the reasons this may go on a while is it's the writers are also like, yeah, but you owe us from last time also. And that's actually not getting enough attention, I think, because they're just always crying poor. And last time they were unbelievably rich. This time, I understand the industry's changing. They are laying off people, but they have just made so much money always. And they are always on the winning end, always, no matter what they're taking care of. And so this is a game changer also because of AI. But it's mostly streaming. Like if there's whatever Jury Duty, the new hit that was just nominated for Emmys, I don't think those actors are going to be paid any residuals. I know, because of where it premiered, Tubi or wherever it is, but it's like not a network, not a giant streamer, and even on the giant streamers, it's just unfairness is basically, in a word, it's unfair.
Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons why I'm in Sag-Aftra, why I chose Sony is I did a game show for the Game Show Network years ago called Cram, and Sony owns the Game Show Network. 2 years ago, they started rerunning that on the Game Show Network and on Pluto TV, which is, again, one of those sort of free streaming things. And to date, I have gotten $0. Nothing. Nothing. I'm the host of the show.
Yep.
90% of the show is me and my face.
No, right. So I wrote and directed a bunch of carpool karaoke's and stuff. One is Adele. And I call up like the DGA and the WGA. I'm like, so how does it work with, they're like, well, it might be considered promo. I'm like, it's 17 minutes long. And they're like, all right, yeah, but how many views does it have? I'm like, over 70 million. And a sitcom is 21 minutes long. And that's 17 minutes long. And none of the people that worked on it get like nearly enough compensation. It's like pennies, literally.
70 million.
There's ads all over.
Right. That's what's driving me nuts.
Wait, it's like 270 million. Look it up. It's Adele on YouTube, Carpool Karaoke, her first one. It's more views than there are Americans. That's what it is.
That was
270
the James Corbin.
Yeah, Corden. Yeah, exactly.
So you wrote on that. So I want to make so you guys understand this because a lot of you guys don't know show business. So a sitcom script, a 30-minute sitcom after ads and everything is about 21 minutes and 30 seconds, right? Yeah. So what he's saying, he wrote 17 minutes, only 4 minutes less than a sitcom that has gotten more views than probably any sitcom to date.
Yeah. Right.
And he's gotten no money. Does this make? I want everyone to get what this, how this
ads are all over it, and it's also the DGA is involved too. It's not just because you could say, oh well, she's singing a bunch of songs, but everything else is written. But the songs they actually do pay, and that is one of the most fascinating things. Like they pay up to sing those songs, the master rights, the sync rights, and all that stuff. But anyway, another way to look at it for anyone that's wondering is, keep in mind, everyone out here is only asking to make money when they make money. In other words, we're not asking to make money when you don't. We want a tiny crumbs when you make, when you're eating cake, we want some of the crumbs. That's it. And if no cakes are made, we're not asking for crumbs.
Right.
We're only trying to make money when you guys, that's what's lost in this too.
I think that's a great point because again, a show I worked on as an actor, the Sarah Silverman program and Nick Schwartzen's Pretend Time, two comics,
Yeah.
I just got a 4-cent residual check.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get 2 and 1 cent. I get 1 cent checks all the time.
And how are we supposed to pay our bills with that? I mean,
I know.
And it's. And, the one guy who said, I want you guys all to lose your apartments and lose your homes. I just rode my bike down Venice to get here. And I went underneath the Venice in the 10. It's all homeless encampments. Yeah. That's what they want us to end up.
Right. I know.
They might want to read a history book or two because that doesn't go well.
That doesn't end well. No, at all.
Well, thanks, Mike,
Of course, man. Good to
tell us about your podcast with Greg Fitzsimmons, my favorite.
So sure. The Sunday Papers. Come on. Check it out. But only people who have podcasts listen to it.
Dennis, I want to talk to you next.
Dennis, come on.
All right. Let me grab a sign. Eric's. So these are like, that was Mike Gibbons, friend of mine, and now we're going to talk to Dennis Gubbins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for us, it's
Or
a
it's
calendar
more,
year.
well, now the
It's hard
writers
with
are
the side.
switching
How do I
to-
do this? There we go.
So it's
So I'm here with my good friend Dennis Gubbins, comedian,
Actor.
actor. You're in SAG.
he lives
Sag.
under the underpass.
He lives.
I got plenty of room. Bob Iger, plenty of room, bro. We're gonna be here for a while, motherfucker.
Bobby.
So no, I'm an actor. I've been acting. Actually, I joined SAG in 1978. I did a couple commercials as a child.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to join. Only was a member for a little while. Left, went to college, did other things, and then decided to become an actor. Moved to LA, and miraculously got back into the union with a small fee, and I've been in the union ever since, thankfully. And like my friend here, Parissa, said, what people don't realize is that in this union of actors and people and tradesmen and skilled actors, only 13% make enough money a year to qualify for health insurance. Now think about that. How much do you think that is? 200,000? A million? $27,000. And so the vast majority of the people in this union are not making a living, and they could.
Let me clarify. I want to clarify that for everybody. So what he just said, in order to qualify for insurance in the actors union, you have to make $27,000 a year in union projects. And because I want the audience to understand what Dennis is saying, because the studios and everything hire non-union actors, or they don't pay enough in residuals, so you don't. That's the real issue. So you might have gotten paid, $5,000 to whatever to do the show, but then you don't get any residuals, so you don't qualify for the $27,000, which is another thing they don't want to pay.
Right.
They all, Bob Iger and everybody, they got great health insurance, but we have to pay through the nose to get insurance. So I just want the audience to understand what that means.
Yeah. Simple health insurance, and you're like, that's not that much. It's like, yeah, it's actually used to not be that much, and it used to be kind of attainable for a lot of people. But now with the greed from the producers and the big heads, it is a lot. You have to book a lot more than you used to. 25 years ago, you could book 2-3 commercials, a couple TV shows, and be comfortable and have a nice living. Now,
well, 20 years ago, it was like $13,000 to qualify for insurance. Now it's even it's double.
So that's one crazy thing. So we just need generally respect for our skill to be paid a fair share. We're not, 2% is what we want? It's like nothing.
I know.
It's crazy. And I was making this joke earlier. We're out here walking. We're actors. There's writers. So we're actors out here supporting our writers. And we're getting some good ideas from the writers on what to chant and signs, but we have no idea where to go because the Directors Guild didn't stick with us. So, hey, directors, look in the fucking mirror. Who are you going to direct?
Yeah, that's. I met a guy in the DGA who's walking. He's striking.
That was my big walk away. We're supposed to.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Sorry, I wanted to keep. I was like, we're still walking.
It's like we got another couple months.
I'll edit it there and put the clip up.
But it's disgusting. It's just such a bummer. Like if we all just stood together, it's you and I, liberal-minded, social aware. Like, how do I have a happy life when I'm stepping over people to get to my car? How can you feel good about yourself knowing that you're set, but the people around you aren't? How is that a union? This country is a union. That's what drives me crazy. Right. It's in our DNA, and yet we've gotten away from unions because of greed, because of trickle down economics from the 80s on, and now people don't think unions are good, and that's the most disturbing thing is when working people are like, why are unions good?
Right, because they've been the propaganda machine from the 1% that controls everything to feed. When I see working class people siding with billionaires on social media, I'm like, man, you guys all have Stockholm syndrome. It's nuts.
It's mind-boggling. Yeah, it's really sad. So
what can somebody who's watching this, who's not in show business, not a writer, actor, director, what can they do to support this?
Right now, I think one of the big things you can do actually is to write to Netflix, cancel your subscriptions, tell them why you're canceling them. You can always go back. We're all going to go back. We all love this. Cancel it. Hit them in their pockets. Come out. Walk out of your job, maybe. I don't fucking know. But, that's one way to do it, is to cancel all your subscriptions, I guess. I really don't know.
Well, no, that is a great idea. I always say vote with your wallet.
Yeah.
And And the strike will end. So if you have subscriptions to Netflix or Amazon or Hulu or whatever, cancel them. And like you said, tell them why, and say, I want just fair wages. Again, no one's like you just said, like Mike just said, we're not asking for like pay us when you're not getting
asking for much at all.
I know.
And that's what's so frustrating is the disinformation of this is like, oh, we're all rich Hollywood people. It's like, no, we're like plumbers and electricians. We're like anyone else, but our jobs come in waves. So in order to live this life and do a good job, you got to have enough money in the bank to not have to go work at a shoe store and miss work and then quit your job because you got an audition. We can have working actors work as actors and not other things. And that's what my goal is, to get more people insurance, more people into work.
Yeah. Because again, we're generating revenue for these big companies.
Yeah.
They can't do this without writers and actors. I know they want AI to be able to do it, but it's.
And it was only a couple of years. Like, how long ago was when we were all locked up in our houses talking about, oh, thank God for the artists, thank God for the people. We were all watching everything that Screen Actors Guild made, Writers Guild wrote, Directors Guild made. We're all doing it. We're all enjoying it. And then instantly it's like, oh, well, fuck them. Whatever, back to life. Just like, it's gross, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much. The more we all do right now, the sooner this will be over and we're back to doing stuff. But those guys have fucking coffers filled to the bank. 24 million Bob Iger got last year as a salary. $24 million. And you want to talk about being on his side? Come on.
Yeah. And it's really interesting because it's and the thing I've been saying all day during this live stream, and everybody I've been talking to, because everyone's making similar points, is this isn't just show business, man.
No.
Why do you think Starbucks, the people have been striking, and Amazon workers and the UPS? Because it's the same thing. A handful of rich people are making all this money. Somebody's getting $7 or paying $7 for a latte that costs 5 cents in materials. Yeah. And the Starbucks worker is getting minimum wage, and you can't live off of minimum wage.
Something that a lot of people don't realize that is kind of similar. Local hire. So if you're a local hire, it means you live in that town, and so you get paid a different rate. I've done it. Maybe you've done it. Most actors have done it. Flown ourselves to New York, to Detroit, to places so we could get that job and be a local hire. I mean, this is like people who are passionate about their life and their career and their art will do whatever we can to do it. But when you're pushed back with so little, it's very, very frustrating to have people not all come out and force them to be like, yes, let's support these people. So I think we're getting a lot of support. It's early days, and my hope is that it goes fast, but it doesn't look like it. So we need everybody out there to write, to post, whatever you can, just numbers, algorithms, like fuck.
Get the word out. I mean, so there's several things you can do, everybody. You can repost these videos. You can support anything. You can take a screen grab of this and put it on your social media with hashtag WGA Strong, hashtag Sag-Aftra Strong. You can unsubscribe from the streaming services. I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
that's asking a lot, and I get it, and it's hard to do, but something, or at least Paramount. How about that?
Yeah,
just that one. just Paramount.
Just pick one of them.
Yeah.
Just if you have four.
Paramount trimmed their trees the other day, so there's no shade for the people picketing there. So yeah, maybe that will be enough to be like, hey, Paramount, not today, and maybe never, but right now I'm canceling you, and I'm telling you why.
Yeah. And then there's, you don't have to be in one of these unions to come out and walk with us if you want. There's plenty of non-union members are out here, and we appreciate it.
It's awesome. The more the merrier, and we appreciate you all, and thank you, Graham.
Yeah,
right here.
Dude. I've done shows with Dennis. We've played volleyball together. We've done many fun things together. Let's all stand.
I think Sergeant Stryker needs to be on the case.
Oh, I get out here. That corduroy jacket is going to be hot, but
still one of the greatest characters.
Thank you. Well, all right, folks. I've been streaming for a little over an hour now. An hour. So my arms are getting tired, but that's what's going on, and I appreciate all of you for supporting what we're doing. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you just joined the live chat, I'll be taking these interviews and I'll be clipping them out and dropping them so you can see. I'll leave this live chat up if you want to go back and rewatch it. But again, I'm not getting paid from YouTube. They're fucking us. So I'm you
How
know.
about that? The ads on YouTube, the ads on all the streaming. It's like, wait, I thought streaming wasn't TV, but wait, now it is TV, and they're trying to pay us like it's not TV, and that's the big thing. If people are paying money for a service and then being advertised to, who do you think's making money?
Yeah,
they are, and a lot of it. So it's like, what, 2% of your, like, come on.
No, YouTube used to have, you know, I used to tell my audience, watch the ads all the way through because I got a percentage of that. And then they demonetized me because my content offended whoever. And so they're still running ads. They're still running ads.
Yeah.
So it's like,
there we go.
Yeah. So YouTube, which is owned by Google, you know, like they're all you got to understand too. I want everyone to understand this isn't just one little company.
No.
Sony is a giant multinational conglomerate. Paramount, multinational conglomerate. All these, they're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Hello.
So their concerns are the bottom line. And so when Bob Iger's talking about how we're going to wait until writers start missing house payments, their stockholders are like, oh yeah, okay, that's hardball. We like it. The stock went up. Meanwhile, human beings are actually suffering. And it's just to the point where I think we all need to realize how disgusting it is, and we can do something.
And we can all do something about it. Like we're walking by a Starbucks, right? So everybody in all these unions, we should make sure you only go to a Starbucks that's been unionized. If it hasn't been unionized, don't go to it. And encourage the employees at that Starbucks to unionize because there's been over 300 Starbucks have been unionized, which is huge.
That is great.
So that's the thing we can all do because if we all got to stand in solidarity with all of these unions.
Of all workers. And tomorrow UPS is going on strike, it sounds like, or they're planning on striking.
The next week, maybe.
Amazon should have gone on strike, but people are desperate. I don't, you know, it's like, oh, you want me to go strike when I can't pay my bills? Like, it's hard to go out and strike. So, when you can, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
The majority of SAG members are probably working other jobs. They have things to do.
Yeah.
Like, they can't get out of because they don't make a living as an actor anymore.
Yes.
And that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. There's ways to support my show. The patreon.com/Graham Elwood, rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. I have a Venmo. Go to grahamelwood.com. I got tour dates. July 27th, we're doing a show in Santa Monica called Band in Florida. It's a bunch of lefty socialist comics that wouldn't be, since the governor just said no communists or socialists in Florida. Yeah, Rick Scott said that. He sounds like a really smart guy. And that's July 27th at the Crow in Santa Monica. And then August 3rd, I'm in San Diego. So come out, go to grahamelwood.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. Follow the Money Connected Dots, get the truth. Look at that sign. Look at that sign. Look at that sign. Boom. And shave your knuckles for justice. Boom.